We're at the field house for game one of our TNT doubleheader. Indiana hosting the Portland Trail Blazers, and Carmelo doing what Melo does. Blazers got a 49-43 lead at Indianapolis. Welcome, everybody. American Express Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson, Big Diesel, Round Mountain Rebound, and the Honeybee. All with you.
All day, baby.
For the American Express Halftime Report. It's an interesting look.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what? I like the fact that you take it out there, man.
I'm owning it. I'm owning it.
You are owning it.
Just don't wear it again.
We're gonna better own it.
We're gonna shout out my man. Come on, you know Dap. You know Dap.
I know
Dap. Hey, let's go right into it. You know what it is.
I do know Dapper Dan.
Okay. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna go right into it.
Oh, but can I do the teammates first?
Okay, I'm sorry.
American Express teammates.
It's going right into what you just said.
All right, it's awesome. Here they are on the Portland side. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony combining for 22. Damian Lillard missing his fourth straight game. Obviously, their leading scorer with 30 a night and 8 assists, fifth in scoring and sixth in assists, but they are without him again tonight after that groin injury. So, 49-43 game. And now you were saying.
No, I was looking at Collins sitting on the bench, Nurkic sitting on the back, and Lillard. So a lot of those guys who are playing those extensive minutes, and they're playing well, they're not going to be playing extensive minutes. They're going to go to the bench. And I got a new name for the bench.
What?
The Killer Bees! Oh. The Killer Bees! The Killer Bees! Yes, indeed. The Killer Bees is all beat out right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony Simmons, this guy is aggressive. And this is what I like about him. There's aggressiveness in the pick and roll. Because once he gets in it, you freeze it here. You see Whiteside there? He says, no, I'm going to trying to get 2 feet in the paint. So we let it roll. He tries to get his 2 feet in the paint, knock down, jump shot. Great young talent. Then you got C.J. McCollum running in, and I think his role will change. Whiteside, when Collins and Nurkic come back, he might be in the second unit more, so he can be an offensive rebounder. And again, now you got 5 guys. You got Nasir Little, you got Wani, you got Swanigan. You know what? I'm going to Indiana. I'm going to Indiana. I'm going to finish this out in Indiana.
You could fly there. Leave that suit, too.
All right, Simmons, let me take your place here. I'm going to be a killer bee. So I'm coming in here, and I'm getting into the area of the floor. Now I'm putting pressure on the defense. Swanigan rolls. I can have both options. So I'm going to rewind, let young fella do it, and show us how it's done. Get me out of here. Here he is. Get in the paint, young fella. Get in the paint. Finish it, Swanigan. Indeed. And that's what I'm talking about.
What you bring back from Indiana?
Got some honey. Killer bee, baby.
Are you a killer bee or you a honey bee?
I'm a killer bee. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang forever.
You ain't no killer bee. You a honey bee.
Wu-Tang forever. I'm a killer bee, man.
You a sweet bee.
Man, what is that?
Man,
Shout out to hell.
How long has that been back there?
What the hell? It's a bee in the house, man.
Come on, man.
That's frozen bee.
Looks like engine sludge.
Come on, man.
What the hell is that stuff? Oh, my. What were you, change your oil back?
Wu-Tang forever, baby.
You want to bumble with the bee?
You want to
That's the one, man, Dule Hill. I think it's Dule Hill.
Yeah, anyway, so, Shaq, how do you follow up that?
I want to give a kid a shout-out. His name is Caleb Swanigan. Doesn't play a lot. He averages 2 points, 3 rebounds. He's from Indiana. He's playing his heart out. I want to give him a shout-out.
Purdue.
Listen, he's out there playing hard. And there's an old saying in the NBA, especially if you're not a star, if you don't play. When they call your number, be ready. And this kid's ready tonight. He's at the crib. His mom is there. His dad's probably there. And look, he's doing all the little stuff. He's going up. He's playing hard. So I want to give this kid Caleb Swanigan because I didn't know who he was. And I'm like,
he had a great college
okay,
He played at Purdue.
Yep. 3 out of 4, 75%. Nice move right there. I like this kid, so I want to give a shout out to Caleb Swanigan.
Shaq, he made himself an NBA player. I think he lost like 100 pounds in college.
Yep.
Really worked his behind and made himself a player. And what's interesting, he played for Sacramento. They just traded for him. He came over in the trade.
Okay.
And he played in Portland, got traded.
Back in Portland.
Yes, and that is a perfect example.
Playing hard, though.
He plays hard all the time. But to me, that's a perfect example of what's wrong with your Sacramento Kings. They went for guys who got...
I don't need you.
No, I'm just telling you something.
We're 3 games out. We're 3 games out.
You always been 3 games out.
Don't matter.
But there's a perfect example.
Don't talk about my King. Talk about your sons. I don't need you talking about my.
How about talking about Caleb Swanigan? How about talking about the Blazers?
I don't want your advice. Thank you.
I'm not going to give you an advice. You're going down with the Titanic like you always
Don't matter.
Caleb Swanigan's career high is 11. He's got 6 in the first
You'd rather
half.
have the Suns roster than Sacramento's roster.
Okay, so
I bet you that.
So why your record worse than ours?
We're just growing.
Yeah.
We're growing. One of our best players was on vacation for a
Y'all
minute.
suck. We 3 games out and y'all ain't never getting in. Y'all suck. We don't want your advice.
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, official card of the NBA.
With Dame Lillard out, C.J. McCollum has averaged 32 a night, but the Blazers are still outside the Western Conference top 8. All-star Domantas Sabonis and the Pacers, number 6 in the East, but the top 4 well within reach. We're heading to the Fieldhouse for the Blazers and Pacers on TNT. Blazers and Pacers called by Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and Kristen Ledlow, followed by the Lakers and Warriors. As we welcome you to TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaq's here, Kenny's here, Chuck is here. This is no jacket look tonight here for
No jacket tonight, man.
Sarah hates your outfit, too.
Well, you know, my man Dapper Dan told me he do not wear it.
What are those things? Are those honeybees?
It's honeybees. Shout out to Harlem Dapper Dan, man.
Is it honeybees?
These are, I don't know what kind of bees they are, but they
You put on something you don't know what it is?
I don't know what kind of bees. I'm not a biologist.
First of all, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
What kind of bees?
You're a biologist.
Hey, what kind of bees are they?
You're a doctor. What is a guy who studies bees?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
They're all over,
Biography.
though.
Biologist sounds good to me.
They're all over.
Got bees all over his pants?
I wish I knew the name. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, underdog. What's somebody who studies bees, man? Oh, thanks. He's looking it up. Then you know that nobody knows what it is. Anyway.
Okay.
What?
LeBron's not playing in the second game?
No, he's not.
Oh, my goodness. We got the Warriors against the Lakers without LeBron.
Yeah, that's in game 2. Let's talk about game 1. Let's talk about the Indiana Pacers. It's easy, presented by Auto Trader. See, everybody was saying, hey, look, what a start for Indiana. Wait till Victor Oladipo comes back, and trying to work his way back into a rhythm, just 3 and 5 since he's come back, and he's only shooting 33% and 25% from deep. So the team three-point percentage has gone down. The offensive rating has gone down. The defensive rating has improved from 10th to 8th. Typically, I mean, how long do you give like a Victor Oladipo to say, let's get to being back to Victor Oladipo?
I wouldn't judge him even on this year, honestly. I don't think you can have that injury jump in and be judged on this year. This is just, are you healthy? We're going to see if you can play. Can you be implemented in? And then, you know, it's different between rehabbing all summer and working out all summer. When you work out all summer, your jumper's on, your timing's right. He'll get an opportunity now to possibly work out all summer and not rehab all summer.
He's played 8 games. He's missed the last 2 with a low back. He is back in there tonight for Indiana.
First of all, I want to give a shout-out to Jeremy Lamb, who got hurt seriously.
Out for the rest of the year with the ACL.
I just wish you the best. You're a great kid, a hell of a player. You'll get well soon. Actually, I think that might help him with Jeremy being out, because now he's going to get consistent minutes. Because, you know, he was trying, Nate McMillan, who's probably the most underrated coach in the league, was having a hard time trying to figure, like, how do I make this work? You know, they had a good first half of the season. You bring back an all-star player, but you're like, I don't want to just bench these other guys. So I think what's going to happen now is, I think with Jeremy out, he said, okay, Victor's got to play now. I ain't got to worry about trying to squeeze all these guards in. And so, unfortunately for Jeremy, but I think what's going to happen now, I think you will see a more cohesive unit because he's going to get consistent minutes.
Pacers are just a game behind the Sixers in the loss column, just 2 behind Miami in the loss column. Big reason for all of that is Domantas Sabonis, Shaq.
Yes, he's playing well. You know, Chuck always says not as good as his father, but listen, he's shooting the ball well, he's rebounding, he's playing defensively. I think the problem with Oladipo is not really a problem, but it's hard for a superstar to say, you know what, I don't have it. Let me be a role player. You know, I think when he came back in, he was trying to be the Victor Oladipo of old, and it's kind of thrown the team off a little bit. If he just take his time, let all the other guys do what they do, and he just say, you know what, I'm a role player until I get 100%, I think they'll, look a much
Yeah, but like I
better.
say, the injury is because he's a ball-dominant guy.
True.
So now with Jeremy out, he going to get the minutes, he's going to get to dominate the ball more. But the best thing the Pacers got going for him, who did you say that they got ahead of him?
Philadelphia by a game on the loss side, Miami too.
And they're gaining on the Pacers real quick, going back with them two teams.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to be very interesting. Without Embiid and Simmons, can the Sixers win any games? Because
they're winning big tonight over New York, by the way.
Well, first of all.
Well, any games. You said any
stop. They're
games.
playing
but
the Knicks.
So here's that race for home
Who they
court.
playing, Chuck?
They're playing the
first
New
round.
York
Yeah.
Nothings.
Indiana, meantime, their last two games without Oladipo. So they lost by 46 at Toronto and then beat Charlotte by 39 in their last two games. Let's move to the Portland side of things. And this is where it gets interesting, too, in the Western Conference in the race for the number 8 spot. Because Memphis holds it right now. Portland is one of 4 teams tied in the loss column with 33 losses. Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, and San Antonio, 3 behind Memphis. And the Grizzlies are coming back to the pack a little bit. They've lost 4 in a row.
But that's unfair, Ernie, because the reason the Grizzlies have come back is they lost Brandon Clark and Jaren Jackson. You don't lose those 2 young guys who were playing fantastic all year. But
That's a deceptive stat right there. Because
they 3 games.
No,
That's 3 games.
But it's deceptive in this regard. You're 2 games under 500. You got to win. You have to go 7-game win to get to 500. 500 is going to get in.
Yeah,
I believe 5 and 26 and 33 is much further away, even though in the percentage columns, than 28 and 30.
And I'm gonna make a prediction here.
Do I need to get hold? Is this worthy of
Yes.
going on the wall? All right.
And this is a big if. If the Portland Trail Blazers get healthy, they get those 2 guards, they get Nurkic back, nobody's going to want to play them the first round of the playoffs.
That's not something to predict. That was weak,
if it's
man.
Wednesday and it's raining and it's 78 degrees
I wasted
outside,
a Post-it
Might
note.
stop raining.
That's
Man,
terrible.
that was one of your weakest takes of all time. If they get
Stop
healthy,
Ernie talking just to say that.
man, alive.
And first of all, he didn't pay for those Post-its. Don't act like you paid for them.
No, they sent me a whole bunch of big box of
So I'm
them.
trying to get rid of them for you.
But it's the environment, Chuck.
But,
It's the
I
environment.
think Shaq and I said it. I think Portland will make the playoffs.
But no, Ernie, I stand by what I said the other day when y'all laughed at me, because you just talked about 1 of 14. My Sacramento Kings. My Sacramento Kings gonna get in.
No, they're not going to get in.
They're gonna get that
Hey,
eighth spot.
let me ask you a
What?
question.
But you have New Orleans in there too, Sacramento and New Orleans.
Nope,
both
just
making it.
Sacramento.
No,
So wait,
I
has
think
your-
if we check the wall,
Has your boy shaved yet?
Shave what?
Harrison Barnes said he's not going to shave.
Who?
Harrison Barnes said he's not going to shave
Who-
until
I
they get
don't even know who is that.
500.
Oh, Harrison Barnes. I'm sorry. Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he said
he on the team.
He says he's not going to shave until they're below 500.
Oh,
does
I don't know.
Shaq not have New Orleans getting into the playoffs and Sacramento? New Orleans will make the playoffs on January 16th.
Yes.
Yeah, and Sacramento will be 7 or 8.
And I
He
stand by it.
actually still got a chance on both of those.
Thank you.
He's going to be wrong twice.
Okay.
So that
Shall
means
see.
Memphis and Portland don't make it.
I think Portland going to make it.
Yeah, but I'm
I do
saying
as well.
it means Memphis and Portland don't make it if those 2 teams
I
don't.
stand by what I say, America.
Oh, how confusing.
Sacramento.
All of that going on, and Kenny's got no jacket. Anyway, I'll tell you how Underdog, do you have an answer for somebody who studies bees?
Kitty got a
Blackjack.
part-time job doing blackjack. Keep him coming, America.
Part-time blackjack deal. That's hilarious.
Underdog says it's a melitologist or a bee.
Is that what it's called, a melitologist?
That's according to Underdog.
Oh, that's not a good source.
Oh, but he went to Wikipedia, so he's all over it.